I've given us some problems. Have you done that? Some of the problems will be based on today's concepts also. Yes, we were discussing vector addition yesterday. In that vector addition, first of all, which we discussed, triangle of vectors. Triangle of vectors. In triangle of vectors, what happened? Mainly, which configuration we have taken in triangle of vectors? I have taken a bar here. On this head we have to take a head, otherwise tail. Tail we have to take. Head to tail configuration we have taken. A bar and then B bar. So that which will gives you the resultant nothing but R bar will gives you the resultant from where to where? Tail of the A to the head of the B. So this is the R bar we have taken. The angle between these two vectors, how much I have taken? Theta. So that I have just taken sides of the B here. B here, theta here, nothing but this will be what? B cos theta. Opposite will be B sin theta. B cos theta is adjacent and then B sin theta is opposite. Now, I want to take the vector R bar in both the dimensions Rx I cap plus Ry j cap. Rx is how much? Tell me now. Rx is equals to A plus B cos theta. So that A plus B cos theta I cap plus Ry nothing but B sin theta j cap. This is the R bar we got. Now whenever I have found that magnitude of the R bar, root over what we got? A plus B cos theta whole square plus B sin theta whole square. This will be in the form of A plus B whole square formula. So that root A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta. Then remaining is B square sin square theta. Then here, which can be common in both the terms, B square and then B square. So cos square theta plus sin square theta becomes 1. So that A square plus B square, then 2AB cos theta. This is the modulus of R bar we got. And now I have to find out the direction of R bar. Alpha is equals to tan alpha is equals to what I can write? Tan alpha is equals to opposite by adjacent. Who is opposite for alpha? B sin theta is opposite. Who is adjacent for alpha? A plus B cos theta is adjacent for the tan alpha. Now these and all we have discussed in the triangle of vectors. And after that, instead of plus, here we will get minus. Which one? That is subtraction. Otherwise, instead of theta, what will get? 180 minus theta we will get. So, for the subtraction of vectors, for subtraction, modulus of R bar, the magnitude of R bar is root over A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta we have discussed. Then for the subtraction of vectors, tan alpha is equals to what? Tan alpha is equals to B sin theta by A minus B cos theta. This is what we have discussed for the subtraction of vectors. Addition nothing but plus 2AB cos theta, and then here A plus B cos theta will get. For the subtraction we will get minus 2AB cos theta and then A minus B cos theta. Anything else after that? I think resolution of vectors, that is finished. Problem?
A plus B is greater than A minus B n times. So theta equals 2 tan inverse 1.
That you did not understand.
Understood. I just said after the
problem. Okay. Then that problems. That's it, na? Yes. Today next parallelogram law of vectors.
Equally A plus B plus C equals 0 ಮಾಡಿ substitute ಮಾಡಿ C value find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ?
ಅದೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇದನ್ನು ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0. ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0 ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು 0 ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ 0 ಜೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Next one, parallelogram law of vectors. Parallelogram law of vectors. In the triangle law of vectors addition, what we have done, we have taken which configuration of vectors? Head to tail configuration. Head of A to tail of B we have taken. Now in the parallelogram law of vectors, what we will do? Nothing but we will take tail to tail configuration like this. Before how it was? It was like this. We have got the vector here only, but what I have done? I have shifted the vector from here to here. But now what I am doing? Nothing but this. Before triangle law of vectors was there like this. Now in the parallelogram law of vectors, you will get the two vectors at the one point only. Which vectors these are? Co-initial vectors. Very good. Co-initial. Co-initial nothing but they should start at the same point. So whenever I have taken two vectors in the tail to tail configuration, at that time what you have to apply? Nothing but parallelogram law of vectors. In the triangle law of vectors, only one difference is there. In triangle law of vectors, whenever head to tail configuration is there, then hypotenuse gives you the resultant. Hypotenuse of the triangle gives you the resultant. But here who will give the resultant? Diagonal will give the resultant. That's it. Everything is same as it is. Every calculation is same. But here it was, this is the resultant R bar. Now this is the resultant R bar. Now here I have taken A bar and then B bar. Before this is A bar and then this is B bar. Triangle law of vectors. Closing side of the triangle will be the resultant of the addition of two vectors. Whenever you see the parallelogram law of vectors, nothing but whenever I got two co-initial vectors, so that two co-initial vector, for that two co-initial vectors, the resultant will be where? Nothing but exactly in the diagonal direction. But for the triangle law of vectors, that will be hypotenuse. There is a major difference between them. Now here what I have taken angle between the vectors is theta. Now here angle between the vectors is theta. Which are major vectors here? A bar and B bar. Who is resultant? R bar is the resultant. Nothing but what parallelogram law states, nothing but whenever we have taken two vectors A bar and then B bar as two sides of the parallelogram, two adjacent sides of the parallelogram, then resultant will be given by the diagonal of the parallelogram. See this, A bar and then B bar are just two sides of parallelogram whichever we have taken. Then resultant is there in which direction? Diagonal direction. That's it. In triangle law of vectors, whenever you take two vectors A bar and B bar will be represented as two sides of the triangle, then who will give the resultant? Hypotenuse gives the resultant. Right? But here two vectors are two sides of parallelogram, diagonal will give the resultant. That's the difference between them. Now this angle is how much? Theta. If I take this length as B, nothing but shall I take this as also B only? Is there any difference between them? There is no difference, so that if I take this is B bar means this is also B bar only. Now again, whenever I take this angle is theta means this angle also how much? Theta only, obviously. The angle between which and which? A bar and B bar only theta. Here also A bar is there horizontally and then B bar is there here. So angle between them will be how much? Theta only. Do you understand that angle? Then what you have to do? Nothing but you have to just draw a perpendicular to down. Let me take this is a normal n. Now if this is B bar means this will be how much? B bar theta means this will be how much? B cos theta, component only. Don't confuse in that. If this is B means adjacent side will be, I am just cutting the vectors here. So adjacent will be B cos theta, opposite will be B sin theta, obviously. Now is there any use of this vector here? Already we have taken here itself. There is no use of that. Now tell me that R bar is equals to what I can write? Rx I cap plus ry j cap, rx I cap plus ry j cap. R along the x-axis, the component of R along the x-axis, what is there? A plus b cos theta. Everything is same. A plus b cos theta I cap. Then ry, which is opposite, b sin theta j cap. Then this is the r bar. Now I have to find out the magnitude of r bar. So that what I can get? Root over a plus b cos theta whole square plus b sin theta whole square. Shall I write direct step then? Yes. Then what will you get finally? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. R bar is equal to root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now I have to find out the direction of this resultant. Direction of this resultant nothing but I will take it as alpha. Now tan alpha is equals to, again what I can write, tan alpha is equals to, for alpha which is opposite, b sin theta is opposite. Who is adjacent? A plus b cos theta is adjacent. That's it. Both are same only. Everything is same only. But in triangle of vectors, who will give the resultant? Hypotenuse will give the resultant. And also which configuration? Head to tail configuration. See here, head of A touching tail of B. Head to tail configuration. But in the parallelogram law of vectors, you have to take tail to tail configuration. Resultant will be given by which one? Diagonal of the parallelogram. That's it. Just write that. Did you write for the triangle of vectors head to tail configuration like that?
No. I just written law and
head to tail. Next, parallelogram law of vectors. In parallelogram law of vectors, the vectors to be added, should have tail to tail configuration, comma, the vectors to be added are two sides of parallelogram, and the resultant is represented as diagonal of parallelogram. Copy that. Have you taken this problem? Forces problem.
Ratio 3:5.
3:5. Yes, no? Done? Now. The resultant magnitude r bar is equal to how much? We got modulus of r bar a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Now tell me when r can be maximum, when r can be minimum. At theta is equals to what angle will have the maximum resultant value?
Theta 0 degree maximum.
Theta 0. Theta is equals to 0. At that time what will get? A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Cos 0 is how much? 1 for us. So at this one simply what I can write? A plus b whole square under root. Yes sir. Then root and then square gets cancelled. What will get? A plus b. So that this will have the maximum value. Then whenever I have taken r minimum means, let us check at some two angles. R minimum at theta is equals to 180 degrees. At theta equals to 180 degrees, what will get here? Root over a square plus b square minus 2ab. Obviously minus 2ab. So that what will get here? A minus b will get. Then whenever you check theta is equals to 90 degrees. At theta equals 90 degrees, what happens? Root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90. Cos 90 is how much? 0. So that what will get here? Root a square plus b square. Now which can be big among this? This one or this one? Which can be maximum? Which can be minimum? I'm sorry. Let us check here. Let me take a is equals to b. Both are equal only. So at this angle, at theta equals to 180, a minus b nothing but what happens here? How much you will get? 0. But here how much you will get? Root over a square plus a square. A square plus a square nothing but 2a square. Then what I can get? A root 2. So which is minimum among both? At what angle it is minimum? Theta is equals to 180 degrees. It will give the minimum value. Okay. Copy that. And also, whenever I have taken theta is equals to 0 degrees, what is the direction can be? Tan alpha. Tan alpha is equals to, what is the formula for us? B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. You have to remember this formula. Sin by cos will get, obviously sin by cos only will get. Tan nothing but sin by cos. But B sin theta by A plus B cos theta we will get. Now at theta is equals to 0 degrees, then what happens? Tan alpha is equals to B sin 0 na? B sin 0 nothing but 0 only. Everything is 0. Nothing but, what is the meaning of theta equals to 0?
No.
There is no angle between A bar and B bar. A bar and B bar are parallel to each other. At that time, is there any resultant? Resultant also will be in the same direction. If I take A bar in this direction and then B bar in this direction, so that what will get? Resultant A plus B, I have to get nothing but C also I will get in the same direction. There is no change in the angle. So if theta equals to 0, then automatically alpha also equals to how much? 0 only. The resultant also will get in the same direction. So alpha is 0. Whenever I take theta is equals to 90 degrees. If theta equals to 90 degrees, tan alpha is equals to what I will get? B sin 90. B sin 90 nothing but B into 1 we will get, that divided by B sin 90 degrees by A plus B cos 90. Cos 90 becomes how much? 0. So B sin 90 becomes how much? 1. So what is the answer? B by A. Tan alpha is equals to B by A plus B into 0 obviously. Okay. If theta is equals to 180 degrees, if theta equals to 180 degrees, then tan alpha is equals to what we will get? Yesterday whatever we got for the subtraction, the same thing only here also we will get. What is that? B sin 180 divided by A plus B cos 180. B sin 180 is how much? B sin 180 is 1 sin 0 is 0 means 180 also 0 only, na? See here. This is 0 degrees, this is 180 degrees. Sin 0 is how much? 0. So sin 180 also how much? 0 only will get. So here we'll get 0 divided by a plus whatever it might be. So what will get? Tan alpha is equals to 0 only. Next, then alpha is equals to how much? 0. Whenever angle between them is 180, nothing but the vectors are in which direction? Both are anti-parallel to each other. One is a bar in this direction, nothing but b bar will be in opposite direction. Just write like special cases. Right, next, if both vectors A bar and B bar are equal and magnitude of these vectors, I am saying magnitude is P bar, then find the resultant when the angle between the vectors in that first one angle theta, next theta is equals to 0 degrees, then theta equals to 60 degrees, theta is equals to 90. Yeah, that's it. Find out that. And also find the direction of resultant also. Tan alpha also you have to find out for each and every case.
Switch on the lights here. Somebody today have full cool and they are
Yesterday I said already 1 plus cos theta formula. What is 1 plus cos theta formula? 2 cos square theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2.
both are equal, no? Both are equal and then method of P. Substitute here P, and then here, wherever A, P is there, there is substitute P there. Yesterday you can first one. Are you okay? Did you understand this resultant value? No. R about some level understand, right? What do you understand how we get P because of the same question? Yes? Everywhere P only because both are equal. Then this will be how much? 2p square plus 2p square cos theta. Then if I take 2p square as form, then what will get 1 plus cos theta. Cos 2p square. 1 plus cos theta value is 2 cos square theta. This is the 2 number. Okay. So from the root, one of the 2 will come out, one of the p will come out, one of the cos will come out. This is the answer for the importance of formula. Then tan alpha is what is it? B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. B means what? Sin P. Sin P be nothing but T plus 3 cos. Again, this is T sin theta. If I take P common here again, 1 plus cos theta. Sin theta. This is 2 cos again 1 plus cos theta means 2 cos.
Third one. 60 degree.
This is answer for tan. In the next case,
A square is square. It's 2 square cos 60.
here is also
ನಾನು ನೀನು
like that 60
ಮತ್ತೆ
also.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು
Okay, what is
2
your
square cos square theta ಹೀಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇದು ಬಂದಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವರೇ ವೆಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೌದಾ
just P only. Directly also. S square plus B square. B square plus 2 cos 60. Then A square nothing but P square. P square plus 2P square. Now 0 is known as 1. 2P square and 2.
ಇದೇನು ಬಂದು 2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕೇಳೋಣ ನನಗಂತೂ ಇದೆ
Sin 90 na. Any answers? Yesterday equal vectors, yesterday only I said one of the problem, first problem. 2 cos square theta by 2, na? You cannot cancel 2 here. Why? Because this 2 belongs to only angle. Okay, this 2 belongs to entire curve. You cannot cancel it. Yesterday I said I think this problem again. Same problem I have here yesterday. This one, the same as it is this one. Understand that? You cannot cancel this 2 and then this 2. You don't cancel that, directly you get 2 out of the root, P out of the root, cos theta by 2 out of the root. First I said theta. Everything like to theta equals to 0, na? Two P square, 4 P square. Oh, from 4 2 will come out of it. 2 from P square 3 will come out of it. Nothing but your answer will be 2. You need everything you learn from home. Will be a notation is not this is P bar. That is P bar. In the place of A and B, you have to substitute P inside. In the place of A and B, you get P. Both are equal only. Whose value is on the center? This is R bar, as it is R bar. There is no other value. Take
2 cos theta by 2 ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ theta theta by 2 ಅಲ್ಲ
here you should not take
2 cos ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ
square.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆ ಥರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. 2 cos square theta 2 ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಪ್ಪ.
ಇದು ಥೀಟಾ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
ಆಯಿತು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡು, ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡು.
ಇದು ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟು ಥೀಟಾ ಅಲ್ಲ.
Yes. Is done? See that first of all, modulus of r bar is equals to root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. This is the resultant. First case what I said, first of all what is the problem I said, a bar is equals to b bar, both are same. Whose magnitude is how much? P. That is what I said. Nothing but in the place of a, in the place of b, what you have to substitute? You have to substitute p. So that you will get the answer. First case what I said, you have to do at theta only. Next case what I said, theta is equals to 0 degrees. After that case what I said, theta equals to 60 I guess. After that case theta is equals to how much I said, 90 degrees. So everything is easy only. Exactly you have to take, in the place of theta you have to change the values. In the place of a what you have to take, p only. In the place of b also what you have to take, p only. Then modulus of r bar is equals to root a square. A square nothing but in the place of a what you have to take, p square plus p square plus 2p square cos theta. Is that correct? Yes. Then here 2p square I can take 2p square common. Then what is remaining for us? 1 plus cos theta. Here p square plus p square will be 2p square. Here also how much is there? 2p square cos theta is there. So that what I can take out? 2p square I can take out. Then what is remaining for us? 1 plus cos theta. Then root 2p square 1 plus cos theta. 1 plus cos theta nothing but what I can write? 2 cos square theta by 2. Yesterday itself I said the formula. 1 plus cos theta means 2 cos square theta by 2. Then from this what I can take outside? 2 I can take outside. Then from p square, p I can take outside. From cos square theta by 2 I can take cos theta by 2 outside. That is the answer you will get, modulus of r bar. You got this answer? Yes. Then tan alpha is equals to, direction you have to find out. Tan alpha is equals to, what is the formula for us? B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. In the place of b, what do you have to substitute? In the place of b, p. So that p sin theta by, in the place of a, p plus p cos theta. Then what I can take outside and then what I can cancel? P I can take outside and then cancel. Then what will be remaining for us? Sin theta by 1 plus cos theta will be remaining. Yes sir. Then in the next case, theta is equals to 0 degrees I said. And also write one more formula here. Root over, in the place of a square what I have to take? P square plus in the place of b square, p square only, plus here 2ab nothing but 2p square cos theta. So that what will get here? 2p square plus 2p square cos theta. If I take 2p square common, then what will be remaining? 1 plus cos theta. You just take this formula and then substitute all the values. That's it. Instead of doing the steps again and again, take the last value, last one, and then substitute the values. So that modulus of r bar is equals to root over 2p square 1 plus cos theta value is how much? 0 degrees. So cos 0 becomes how much for us? 1. Then what is there in the root? 1 plus 1 into 2. Nothing but how much it will be? Root 4p square. Then what is the answer will get? 2p. That is the answer. Then tan alpha is equals to, there is no choice for that. Tan alpha is equals to p sin 0 degrees by a plus b cos 0 degrees. I'm sorry, p only. Okay, 0 degrees. This is what we will get. Sin 0 is equals to how much? 0 So everything becomes how much here? Tan alpha is equals to 0. So that alpha is equals to how much? 0 degrees. That is the answer you will get. Next, theta is equals to 60 degrees. Modulus of r bar is equals to root over. What is the final answer for that? 2p square 1 plus, what you have to substitute? Cos 60. Cos 60 gives you how much? 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Then 1 plus 1 by 2 gives you 3 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. Root 2p square 1 plus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. Now 2 gets cancelled. Root through p square nothing but, can I write that as root 3p? P will come out of the root, and this is the magnitude of r bar. Then tan alpha is equals to p sine how much angle? 60 by p plus p cos 60. So that p sine 60. Sine 60 is how much? Root 3 by 2. Can I cancel p here? I can cancel p. So sine 60 is equals to root 3 by 2. 1 plus cos 60 is how much? 1 by 2. So that this will be root 3 by 2 divided by 1 plus 1 by 2 means how much? 3 by 2 you will get. So what can cancel? 2 I can cancel. Can I cancel root 3 and then root 3 here? What I can write? 3 means what I can write? Root 3 into root 3. One of the root gets cancelled. One of the root 3 gets cancelled. What is remaining for us? 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3. Tan alpha is equals to 1 by root 3 nothing but alpha is equals to how much? 30 degrees. Sin 30 by cos 30 na? Sin 30 is how much? 1 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Then 2 gets cancelled. What is remaining for us? 1 by root 3. You understand this one? Yes? You understand, right? So alpha is equals to what will get? Nothing but simply 30 degrees. Whenever you have taken theta is 60 degrees, then resultant angle is how much? 30 degrees we got. Can you substitute 90 degrees? Substitute everything. Alpha is 45 degrees, huh? Obviously. Perpendicular to each other nothing but you will get exactly diagonal. No? Resultant what you got?
P root.
P root 2. What are the same answers? R bar is equals to root 2p. Modulus of R bar is equals to root 2p. And then tan alpha is equals to root 2 na 1 and then alpha is equals to 45 degrees. We get these answers? Yes, check everybody. Chalo, next. So if you are not able to remember this formula, I will tell you one short trick for this. Let me do that. See what I said, two vectors are A bar and then B bar are equals to each other. What is the angle between them? Theta is the angle between them. So I will tell you with a vector diagram. This is A bar and then here it is B bar. A bar is having how much magnitude? P. B bar also having how much magnitude? P only. Now as per your knowledge, where the resultant will be? Diagonal only, obviously. Diagonal of the parallelogram. Diagonally it will be there r bar in this direction. Now what is the angle between them? I said theta is the angle between them. If I take theta is the total angle between a bar and b bar, what is the angle between p bar and b bar and r bar? Theta by 2, obviously half of the angle only, exactly diagonal. Exactly diagonal is what? This will be theta by 2 and this is also theta by 2 only. Now you close this vector, close this one. Here p is there, here theta by 2 is there. This one what will get? Component in this direction what will get? P theta by 2 adjacent. So that what will get here? P cos theta by 2. You understand, right? Then close this one now. Here P is there, here theta by 2 is there. So that in this direction what will get the component? Again P cos theta by 2 only. In this case also adjacent only, in this case also adjacent only. So totally what will get here? P cos theta by 2 plus P cos theta by 2. Totally will be how much? 2P cos theta by 2. That is what the answer here I got. Instead of remembering this formula, I am saying the shortcut method to you. Okay. So in both the cases that is adjacent only. Don't take one is P cos theta by 2, another is P sin theta by 2. Which is P sin theta by 2 here? This will be P sin theta by 2. Understand, right? So whenever I am solving about the first one, close this one. Whenever you close this one, you have only P vector here and then theta by 2 angle here. So this theta by 2 is adjacent side for this one. Adjacent for this one. So that what I can write? This is P, this is theta by 2 means this will be P cos theta by 2. In the second case, close this one. Then you are doing for this vector. Then here P is there, here theta by 2. Automatically adjacent side will be how much? P cos theta by 2. For both it is P cos theta by 2 only. So total will be how much I will get? 2P cos theta by 2. Understand, right? Otherwise if you are confusing with that angles, let me take, I will take this angle. A bar and then B bar I have taken. Now where the resultant will be? Where the resultant? That might be any, both might be in this direction or in this direction, any direction. Always the resultant will be in the diagonal only. Always that will be like diagonal only. Okay. Now this is the R bar. Now this half angle is how much? Theta by 2. This half angle also theta by 2 only. Now if I close this one, if I see this is A bar, here angle is theta by 2. What I can write this one as? A cos theta by 2. Next case, if I close this vector, if I take this is B, this is theta by 2, nothing but B cos theta by 2. So the total value will be how much? A cos theta by 2 plus B cos theta by 2. But instead of A and B, what I have taken before case? P only. So that only we got 2P cos theta by 2. Otherwise what will get? A cos theta by 2 plus B cos theta by 2. Understand, right? Draw that. Take it as a short trick. For equal vectors. Finished? So I have a block of mass m here. On that block of mass m, I am applying a force F in this direction. Can you tell me that? What is the horizontal force and then what is the vertical force we'll get? Horizontal, how much will get? For example, if this is making angle theta with the horizontal force is what? This is F and then this is theta, means horizontal side will be what? Obviously F cos theta. Vertical component will be F sin theta. Here theta is there, here 90 minus theta is there, na, obviously. So that here horizontal component will be F cos theta and then vertical component is F sin theta. Of course mg will be there in downward direction, normal reaction will be there in upward direction. That we will discuss in laws of motion. But as per now you have to understand how to divide the forces. So if I take force in this direction, horizontal component will be F cos theta, opposite component will be F sin theta will get, vertical component will be. Next, in the second case, if I take an inclined plane like this, and now block M is taken here. Now, can you divide the forces? Whichever the forces are applying. For example, I have applied a force F in this direction. I have applied a force in this direction, and by the way this is having angle theta here. Can you divide that? Along the inclination, opposite to the inclination. Along the inclination you have to get, and then perpendicular to inclination also I have to get the answer. Can you do that? Along the inclination what will get, and perpendicular to the inclination what will get? Normal reaction. I am not asking about the normal reaction and mg. I am talking about only applied force. F cos theta. Can you try that? Try that in the notes. You cannot get by seeing directly. Angle of inclination is theta. How you have taken this as theta? How you considered this as theta? You have considered this as theta, na? How it is possible? How you considered that? Any idea? No? Try the angles, what you will get? By the alternate angles like that we will get. Done correctly only, but normal reaction mg is wrong. But you have done correctly. How we will get theta in that direction only I am asking. Why can't you get theta here? Why you are getting theta? I am asking that only. That is how it is possible. Along the inclination, what is the component you got? F cos theta na F sin theta na? F cos theta. How this angle you have taken here? That is theta, okay. Here. How you have taken that? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತು ಇದು ತೀಟಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ಈ ತೀಟಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ವಿ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯು ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ ಸಿ ಟೇಕ್ ತೀಟಾ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ತೀಟಾ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ see I have applied force exactly horizontally so if I just draw a horizontal line here if this is theta means this is also how much theta only now for horizontal and then inclination what is the angle theta for horizontal and then inclination what is the angle again theta only understand it clearly then this is f this is theta means this side will be what will get automatically f cos theta because adjacent this will be f sin theta understand right and one more thing downwards who will be there always mg will be there downwards mg and exactly perpendicular to the contact surface what will be there normal reaction wherever the surface is there wherever the contact surface is there exactly opposite to that normal reaction will be there. Now if I take this duster on my hand in which direction normal reaction is there upward direction now in which direction towards my face exactly correct then now downward direction now right side direction right. So this is the contact surface my hand and then duster both are in contact so that this is the contact surface so perpendicular to the contact surface it will be there always that might be any direction that I have taken on the inclined plane otherwise on the horizontal plane also but always normal reaction nothing but perpendicular to the contact surface here this is the contact surface so perpendicular this is nothing but vertical direction vertically upward in this direction whenever I have taken slantly then again perpendicular to that see that duster and then pen are perpendicular to each other or not those two should be perpendicular to each other always so here this is just extension only now if I take this is the contact surface perpendicular to that nothing but normal reaction will be there in this direction now mg is there in which direction downward direction now tell me the components of mg how we will get the components of mg nothing but like this will get so here angle is theta means this angle will be theta for us check that so here what I said this angle is how much this angle is theta nothing but this next angle will be how much 90 minus theta this is 90 minus theta means automatically this will be theta understand clearly see both are same only both are same direction this f and then this both are same direction only so if I take this as theta means this angle will be 90 minus theta if this is 90 minus theta this will be theta so this is mg and then here theta means this component will be what mg cos theta along the inclination always mg sin theta you just remember that always along the inclination you will get mg sin theta only understand clearly otherwise shall I explain again angles see I will tell only mg I will take and then I will explain you. So here I have the body so that mg is there in downward direction. Now here angle is how much theta. Now I want to take the components of this mg like these two perpendicular components. So if I just extend this line then here theta means this angle will be how much if this is theta this is the triangle now if I take this is theta means this will be how much 90 minus theta correct 90 minus theta this is 90 so totally together is how much 180 degrees 90 plus theta plus 90 minus theta plus theta minus theta gets cancelled 90 plus 90 will be 180 degrees so this is 90 minus theta means this will be how much automatically adjacent angle theta only so this is mg this is theta means this side will be mg cos theta along the inclination will be mg sin theta understand clearly you have to take the smaller triangle for the smaller triangle I have taken here as theta means the next side of the triangle will be next angle of the triangle will be what 90 minus theta automatically So that if this is 90 minus theta, next adjacent side will be how much? Theta only. Adjacent angle will be theta, mg and then theta, so that you will get mg cos theta here. Understand clearly angles? Draw that diagram. I'll draw it again. It is so dirty. Just indicate all the forces on the pendulum. Indicate all the forces on the pendulum. Try that. Do with pencils if possible, otherwise you do in rough. Did they give materials yesterday, Rajal?
No. Only one day of solving question.
Who has given this one?
Srinivas.
Srinivas sir has given to you. Try to draw all the forces on the pendulum bob. No, wrong. See, mg is the resultant. Resultant should be always in between the components only. You cannot take the components like they are rough, na? If I take f in this direction, always horizontally is f cos theta and then vertically is f sin theta I will take. Resultant should be in between only. You cannot take f here and then you cannot take f cos theta here, f sin theta here. Understand clearly? And by the way, there will be no normal reaction. Why? Because there is no contact surface here. Surface is not. Yes. Wrong. Directions proper ga jodu. Shall I? 1 second, I will check. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ Normal direction irrelevant. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ there is no contact surface here. Tension will be there in the thread. You understand? Huh? Very safe. First of all, I have taken the components of this. Very grateful. Restoring force will be always towards mean position. Okay. Always this will have the tendency to move in this direction. You cannot take in this direction. Energy will act in this direction. Always towards the center of the earth. So that in this direction, downward direction. Wherever you may be take the body, wherever it is, always energy will act in downward direction. Not taking this direction. Energy okay. And remain from the time. MG and then MG cos theta, you have taken both in the same direction. How it is possible to see? Here you will take working in this direction. Again, whether take f cos theta here, f sin theta here. But I cannot take on the f only f cos theta. You understand it? Okay. This one you understand at least? Everybody understand, right? This one? Yes. You might be forgot the simple pendulum. See, always this is not the meaning that it will always come in this direction only. Actually it will come in this direction. Correct? So this is the restoring force. Restoring force acting on the bob is this one, F. Okay. Now if I take this angle as theta here, then if I continue this, then this angle will be how much? Theta only again. Yes sir, is that correct? No. One second. So if I draw the perpendicular line, now this angle will be theta. Understand it? Here vertical and then slant, here vertical and then slant. Continuation angle only. So now always mg will be there in which direction? Downward direction. Mg is there in downward direction. For this mg, the theta is adjacent, so that this will be what? Mg cos theta. Exactly perpendicular to this will be mg sin theta. Always remember that two components will be perpendicular to each other. You know already sin theta and then cos theta will be always perpendicular to each other. So if I take mg cos theta in this direction, then perpendicular direction will be what? Mg sin theta. Downwards which will be there always? Mg. That might be anywhere. The body might be anywhere you have taken. Always downwards nothing but what will be there? Mg will be there. So whenever mg downwards is there, I am just continuing the angle. This vertical and then this pendulum length we are having. Both are having angle how much? Theta means. Again here vertical and again same direction only. So that this angle also how much? Theta only. So mg here, theta here means this will be mg cos theta, opposite component will be mg sin theta. Now here one more force is there that we take as tension in the string, tension T in the string. Now is there any components for this tension? Any components will get? What is the angle here? What is the angle here? 90 degrees, na? So that what you can get? You cannot get any components for this one. Otherwise, if I draw like this, then I will get the components of tension. You understand, right? If this is theta means this will be how much? 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta, 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 90 minus theta. Already you know that this is theta means this is 90 here, so that this will be how much here? 90 minus theta. If this is 90 minus theta, next angle will be how much? Theta. Now this is T, this is theta means this will be what? T cos theta. T cos theta. Then this direction will be what? T sin theta. Yes, that is not necessary by the way, just you understand how to get the T value. T nothing but tension will be there, tension will be always along the length of the string whichever we have considered. At least you understand mg, right? How to take mg? Mg is there in downward direction. If this angle is theta means the same angle here also how much? Theta only. So if this is theta means this will be adjacent component mg cos theta, this will be the opposite component mg sin theta, and the restoring force will be always towards the mean position. It should be towards the mean position. You cannot draw the restoring force in this direction. This is the mean position of the bob. If you observe this carefully, so whenever I want to make it oscillate, look at this. So here I got the mean position. So now it is oscillating nothing but where I am going, final point is which one? Final point is this one, extreme position is this one. So now whenever I leave this one, it is coming in this direction. You are understanding? So the restoring force is acting in this direction, not in this direction. You understand clearly? So always towards the mean position like this. Towards the mean position nothing but from here to here it is coming. So that force will be in this direction only. You cannot draw the, most of the students draw the force in this direction. It cannot be like that. Understand, right? In between it cannot be. Always force should be towards the mean position. So force is there in this direction F, and then mg downwards, mg cos theta, and then mg sin theta here. Tension will be there along the string. You understand, right? Draw that. Next, law of equilibrium of forces. Equilibrium of vectors, you write. What do you mean by equilibrium? Equilibrium nothing but net force is equals to how much? Net force is equals to 0. So that, for example, on one body, not on one body, let me take F1 force in this direction, F2 in this direction, and then F3 in this direction is acting. So that if I say all the forces are equal to each other, then what I can say? Then all the forces are forming equilibrium forces. So that what I can write? The equilibrium nothing but sum of the forces F1 bar, F2 bar plus F3 bar is equals to 0 you will get. So example of this one only I have given yesterday, AB, and then AB I said, can you tell me the vectors now? I'll explain that problem now itself. A bar is equals to I cap plus J cap plus K cap. B bar is equals to 2I cap minus J cap 3K cap. Then what they said? And also C is there. If 3 are in equilibrium, then what you have to find out? C bar value you have to find out. See, here what we got? F1, F2, F3. All are in equilibrium, nothing but sum of the values is equals to how much? 0. Now, in yesterday's problem, they have said that A bar and then B bar given, C bar is not given. But what they are saying? All are in equilibrium. A and B and C are in equilibrium. Equilibrium, nothing but what is the meaning? A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equals to 0. So A bar is equals to how much we got? I plus J plus K plus B bar is equals to 2I minus J plus 3K. This is the B bar we got. plus c bar I don't know. C bar I don't know. So that what I will take nothing but xi plus yj plus zk I will take. Can I take like that? We don't know the values. So I have to find out x, y, z values only here. That is equals to, I got 0. Then here what will get? I plus 1i plus 2i, nothing but how much will get? 3i. Then 0j. Then plus 4k is equal plus xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Then can I send that down that side? Yes. Then what will get here? Xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap is equals to minus 3i cap plus 4k cap. Minus 4k cap. Now c bar is equals to, from this what I can write? C bar is equals to simply minus 3i cap. This totally is what? Of course c bar only. So c bar equals to minus 3i minus 4k. This is the answer for that question. Understand it? Equilibrium nothing but what is the meaning? Sum of the forces should be equals to how much? 0. And also one more theorem will be there, equilibrium theorem, Lami's theorem. Have you heard about that? Lami's theorem of forces. Whenever 3 concurrent forces are there like this, F1, F2 and then F3 here, the angle opposite to F1 is alpha and then this is beta and then this angle is gamma. What Lami's theorem states? Lami's theorem states that the ratio of the force to the sine of opposite angle, nothing but F1 by sine alpha is equals to constant. So that constant means F2 by again sine beta, F3 by sine gamma. What you have to take? Nothing but force and then opposite sine angle. Force and then opposite sine angle. Force and then opposite sine angle. I will explain that also. First of all, copy this one. Write that. The condition for equilibrium of vectors is, the condition for equilibrium of vectors is, condition for equilibrium of vectors is sum of the vectors should be equals to 0. Sum of the vectors should be is equals to 0. And one more, whenever equilibrium is there, whenever the forces are in equilibrium, always they will form a closed polygon. Nothing but all should be either in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. If I take F3 in this direction, then what happens? If I take F3 in this direction, opposite direction, what happens? Generally from the yesterday's law of triangle law of vectors, that only, na? We have taken two sides of the triangle, then another will be hypotenuse, otherwise closing side. So that what I can write here clearly, F3 will be the resultant. F3 will be resultant. So F3 is equals to F1 plus F2. That is what na, R bar is equals to, yesterday we have done, R bar is equals to what we have written? A bar plus B bar we have written. So here again I will apply this one only and then I will derive this one. So F1 bar plus F2 bar, before how it was there? In the same direction it was there. Whichever the direction I am taking all the vectors, in the same direction it was there. Now I have just tilted that. So that what will get, instead of plus, minus F3 is equals to 0. So again F1 plus F2 is equals to what I can write? F3 only. That is what I got here. From the triangle of vectors also we will get same only. In triangle of vectors what we have done yesterday. So here I have taken A bar and then here I have taken B bar. Where I got R bar? Hypotenuse I got as R bar in this direction. Correct? So what we have written? R bar is equals to A bar plus B bar. Addition is that only, na? A bar plus B bar. Nothing but Rx I cap plus Ry J cap we have written. So here R bar equals to A bar plus B bar. So if I send R bar this side, then what I can write? A bar plus B bar minus R bar is equals to 0. So if I take R bar in the same direction, in this direction, then what will get here? a bar plus b bar plus r bar is equals to 0. Sum of the vectors is equals to 0 means those will be in which equilibrium condition. Here also sum of the vectors is equals to 0. So these three is in equilibrium. The same thing only here also we are discussing. But what you have to do, nothing but you have to form a closed polygon. You have to close all the vectors. By using all the vectors, you have to close in the same direction. If you are doing in opposite direction, that will be which one? Vector law of addition only. You have to take here minus f3. But all should be what I said in the same direction. If I am going in anti-clockwise direction, everything should be in anti-clockwise direction. If I am going in clockwise direction, everything should be in clockwise direction. Okay, that is the difference between, major difference between the equilibrium of vectors and then triangle law of vectors. Here we will take in opposite direction, so only the third vector is equals to sum of the two vectors. But here we will take in the same direction, so all will be, sum of all will be equals to how much? 0 only. You understand the difference, right, majorly? Just copy that. Copy the answer also if you did not do yesterday. Next, Lamè's theorem. Done? Lamè's theorem. See, what Lamè's theorem states nothing but if three concurrent vectors are co-initial vectors that might be. So, three concurrent vectors are acting at a point and the opposite angle for F1 is alpha. The opposite angle for F2 is beta, opposite angle for the F3 is gamma I have taken. This will be in there in maths also, in laws of motion also you will get, and then in this chapter also you will get this one. Okay, so all are same only, everything is same only. So I have taken three forces, F1, F2 and then F3, F1 bar, F2 bar and then F3 bar. So opposite angle for F1 is which one? Nothing but alpha. Opposite angle for F2 is what? Beta. For F3 it is gamma I have taken. What Lamè's theorem states nothing but always the force by sine of opposite angle is equals to constant. Whichever the force might be, whatever the opposite angle might be, always you have to take what? Force divided by sine of opposite angle. That is equals to what? Constant. You might be have any number of forces. So that here, let me take first one, F1 force divided by sine of opposite angle. Sine of opposite angle nothing but which angle is there opposite? Alpha. So that sine alpha is constant nothing but what? First case is equals to second is equals to third case only, we will get. So that again second force is which one? F2 by sine of opposite angle is how much for F2? Beta is the opposite angle, sine beta. That is equals to another force is which one? F3 divided by sine of opposite angle is what? Gamma. That's it. F1 by sine alpha equals to F2 by sine beta equals to F3 by sine gamma. Instead of taking this one will be very easy method to solve the problems. Okay, Lami's theorem is a shortcut method. Copy that. Next, polygon law of vector addition. So here I have taken different vectors, that might be any number of vectors, a bar, b bar, and then c bar, and then d bar. I have taken the vectors like this. So I have to add them. Nothing but what will get? Some resultant. R bar is equals to what you should get? A bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar. This is the addition you will get. Now my question is, where you will get the resultant? In the triangle of vectors, what we have taken a bar here and then b bar here. Which was the resultant? Hypotenuse was the resultant, and then that was the closing side of the triangle. Here what happens? From a bar to d bar. Always what I said, in the triangle of vectors also, tail of the first vector to head of the last vector we have to take. Tail of the first vector to head of the second vector. Of course here two are there, but here number of are there. So that what you have to do? Tail of the first vector to head of the last vector. This will gives you the r bar. Understand, right? So that r bar is equals to what I can write? A bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar. That is the addition of vectors. Now, can I relate this with the equilibrium of forces, equilibrium of vectors? Can I relate with that? What is the equilibrium of vectors will states? All should be in the same direction. Nothing but here I am going in which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. So that I will take my r bar also in this direction. So that what I can write clearly? A bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar plus r bar is equals to 0. Why? Because sum of the vectors is equals to 0. Then here r bar is equals to minus r bar is equals to what will get? A bar plus b bar plus c bar plus d bar minus r bar is equals to. Now I don't want to this minus, I don't want to get this minus, so that what we will do? We will change the direction, that's it. Exactly, take in opposite direction. So then it will be what? Minus of minus r. So that what happens? It will be plus r only. The same answer we got? Yes, you understand, right? Clearly. So you can relate everything with the equilibrium of forces, equilibrium of vectors. But the condition is, for equilibrium, all should be in the same direction only. But whenever it is got reversed, nothing but that will be the resultant. Whichever got reversed, that is the resultant, that's it. Okay, in the addition. In the equilibrium of forces, sum of the vectors should be always equals to 0 you have to get. A bar plus b bar plus c bar is equals to what we got? 0 we got there. So, here also the same thing, but in the resultant case what we will do? Nothing but we will just reverse that vector. Okay. Right, that polygon law of vectors. If number of vectors are taken as all sides of a polygon, then resultant will be then resultant will be always closing side of polygon, always closing side of the polygon, and directed from tail of the first vector to head of the last vector. Copy the diagram. Just stop now.